breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to appear. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation Pride.
And good afternoon, everybody. Good evening. Happy 4th of July, America. Banging fireworks behind me. All right, this is a special surprise live. We did not announce this one. Oh, God, and you could tell I'm back home again. I didn't turn my buttons off, but hey, I'm back. Back home in the ABC Fine Wine and Spirit Studio. Came home early. Couldn't take it anymore. Oh, we got to turn the webcam on. Jeez, I'm like a rookie. Rookie. Back home again. It's been a week. We were streaming live remotely from the resort at Canopy Oaks. Beautiful place, but man, I'm back. I got my internet. I'm streaming at 2500K. Had a great vacation, Cat Kelly, but I didn't get to do what I normally do, and that is like get drunk. So happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope you had a great day, holiday weekend. Happy birthday, America. And we're going to do a quick live. Shelly's on board. Cheers from Naples. Amanda, I got my YouTube chat finally working. Jennifer Wilkinson. I wasn't able to see the YouTube chat when I was mobile, so I can read it now. But yeah, big shout out to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits here in Florida. Big supporters of our page. They watch us live. They're located throughout the state, and they are 100% watching this one. We have a Florida storm, looks like, coming. And we're going to see how bad it might really be. So we got neighbors that are crazy. They're doing fireworks already. It's not even dark yet. What are they doing? They're wasting them. Yeah, we had AC sound, Kevin O'Toole. Sean, yeah, we were right there beside you. Met some great people. Couldn't believe how many fans were at that place. It's crazy. All right, here's what we got. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet because Emily wants to go see fireworks. We're going to be live in the morning at 9:19. I'll be 100% next 2 days as this thing brews towards the U.S. So we'll be doing a lot of updates for you more than anybody else. Promise. For sure. Let me give you the disclaimer. If you're new to the page, I'm nobody. I'm a social media-ologist. I'm just a blogger. So, official information, you need to go to the National Weather Service or National Hurricane Center. Keith Earl, right? Cool. Beards and Aquatics. That's a cool name. All right, so here's the latest. graph. Let's go to this little guy right here. Man, it's crazy to have internet now. I like it. Man, I was streaming. I was freaking using MiFi, Wi-Fi, Ti-Fi, Tufu, Mufu. Trying to get through having no internet. But we got back. Central Command, what's up, Dale? Hey, Dale, I got your message. We're not watching them anywhere. We're getting ready to go storm chasing, buddy. All right, so we're going to talk about current state, but this is the current track. We're going to have a new track. This one came out at 5 o'clock. There'll be a new track at 11 o'clock. Things that are consistent is west coast of Florida crossover with effects up the east coast into Wednesday, Thursday. So nothing has really changed. They're not expecting it to be more than 60, 65 miles an hour. Still 60 miles an hour is what they expect here right off the coast of Pinellas County. Now, we have watches up because we're within 48 hours. These will be changed to warnings likely soon. So don't get caught off guard if you're under a watch. It's because they have watches when it's 48 hours and warnings when it's 36 hours. So there's that. That's the track. And, of course, the Keys have a tropical storm warning and pretty consistent. The Euro has finally caught up to the GFS, and it is showing a West Coast Florida storm. And currently, it's nobody knows where it's at. Every forecaster, all the big dogs. Hey, I don't know, Diana. Hyping what up? I don't see anything to hype. I don't know. I gave Shelly 4 minutes notice tonight, by the way. So, hey, thanks for all the thanks. Elsa's acting like her twin, Ada. That was, so by the way, the video I played at the beginning, that was Ada. That was video that I took here in Pinellas County. So, yeah, Lake Wales is great. We went to, by the way, this shirt I bought at Rural King for $5.99. $1 more than being a supporter. It's got little red solo cups on it. All right. Here's what's going on. Let me show you the satellite. This is the latest and greatest satellite. This is what everybody's talking about. They're like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? Nobody knows what's going on. So, hurricane hunters are just took off out of Florida. This is Weather Nerds. Let me zoom really into it big time here. And we'll take a look at it. So, I've been saying all along, really, it's not really wasn't really worth wondering too much when this was sandwiched between Cuba and Jamaica. Now it's back over open water, and this area we've been talking a lot about is the hottest water right now in the Caribbean, and it's going to be going over that in the next not a whole day, but several hours of going over this hot water. So we're going to have to watch it close. I keep saying that just from experience. You can see spinach. You can see rotation. It's firing off incredible convection tonight just west of Jamaica. Now the center technically is somewhere right there. Believe it or not. That's kind of where they're putting center fix. You can kind of see the rotation. But this is a big flare-up of storms that, you know, sometimes they form new centers, but that's a big if. But you got to watch it close, is what I'm saying. This is happening right now. No, shifting east is looking very, very unlikely. Michelle, that was a big boomer. Shifting east looks unlikely. It's been on this slow curve. You know, the only thing it didn't do was this crossover here. Well, where's my button? It didn't do the cross. Well, it doesn't work. I wonder why. Maybe I got to put it back over here. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. Didn't do the crossover over Hispaniola, and it didn't do the crossover for Cuba. So it's getting a little bit more time over water. That was, kind of been the theme. If it gets more time over water, who knows what can happen, right? Not a lot of people giving it much chance of anything more than a tropical storm. But again, if you're going to watch something close, it's going to be here. And definitely when this sucker pops out here, this is whatweathernerds.org, by the way. When it pops out, over Cuba, and that is the flattest part of Cuba. So a little window. There's supposed to be some shear coming in, expected midweek here that could hinder a little bit, but got to watch it close, you know. So yeah, could be some people caught off guard. Nothing else is happening in Atlantic, Mandy, right now. Chris Allen chased down the Manatee County. Hey, what's up, Richard? All right, so that's that. Let's look at a couple things. All right, so timing. Let's back up. So there's some new graphics out I want to share in case you haven't noticed. So as the storm moves northward, we start to get more and more areas covered on graphics, and this is probably it because our storm's expected to curve. So we got 2 to 4 feet Tampa Bay area. Now Ada was 3 to 5 feet, and we had hundreds of homes flooded along the west coast, Pinellas, you know, and into Tampa Bay and Oldsmar. So 2 to 4 foot. We'll see. You know, if this storm gets a little stronger, they'll bump it up to 3-5. But that's your current thinking for storm surge. Tomorrow morning we'll go really hard into tides because I want to, you know, it's a little too early to predict tides in exact locations of a storm. Polk County, listen. So I know everybody loves the. I just posted, by the way. I think I scheduled a post. Let me go back and look at it. Let's look at some radar. How can we do this? So, this is the euro. This is the latest euro, and the euro is caught up to the GFS. I want to get a little more high resolution radar possibilities, but this is the euro. It's doing exactly what all the others are doing. So the euro has caught up. Let's do. I guess we could do the. Let's see. Let's do the latest HWRF. Trying to give everybody an idea about rain and storms. All right, so West Coast track means this. All right, here's the latest HWRF. Let me bring up the radar. Rewind a little bit, and we'll stop it right here. So here's the latest HWRF. And let's say the eyes here, and the timing here is Tuesday early. So Monday night, we're definitely going to start to get squall lines. But what you're going to get, counterclockwise, we're going to get squall lines developing throughout the day on Tuesday, okay? And there's a chance everybody in the peninsula could get a squall line if this thing verifies and goes like that. You know, pretty much everybody in the peninsula can get a little something. But we see that a lot. Even, you know, West Coast track, we still get action coming in off of the warm Gulf Stream. So just remember that. I get that question all the time. And then the same goes down here. A track like this, these storms come in frequently as it treks north, and we can have definitely, you know, water spouts, tornadoes. That's where you get your surge. So again, you know, the east side, the west side doesn't get much because it's going over dry land, and there will be a little bit of shear. So again, most everything east side of center as this thing chugs along through the state of Florida here. So again, you know, Panhandle, you know, I'd be watching, but the farther you go west, less. All right. So 8 p.m. output is out. All right, let's take a look at that. We'll see. I don't know if the Hurricane Hunters. Let's take a look at the Hurricane Hunters real quick. So Levi's site's back. We'll use Levi's site. Shelly has really another good one too. But Hurricane Hunters are out there right now. They've been doing all kinds of drop zones. They've been doing. They even had this mission here. Look at this one. Looks like they were out here. I don't know if they're still going out there or what. They were definitely checking out the front though. Probably measuring how strong the front is. All right, so latest 8 p.m. is out. Let's take a look at that. Public advisory, 8 p.m. That would be winds are 60, pressure 1,005. Really no big change. So They don't do a new track adjustment at 8 o'clock. It's moving northwest, so no big changes. Again, if you're just tuning in, here's a 3-day cone. Extremely consistent over the last couple days. Oh, look at that though. Ooh, remember my little trick? So they got the fix here a little bit to the south. So the 8 p.m. Remember, I talked about this a lot last night. Elsa's huge from space, Dina Williams. Yeah, well, it was 400 miles. We'll do a check here in a second. So it looks like the 8 p.m. fix is a little bit west of where it should have been. You can see that they don't adjust the cone to the new fix, so there'll be a new cone at 11. So it doesn't mean much. It just means that we could see that it's riding on the west side of the cone here just a little bit. And if we get a new center over here, that would really change some things up. And all this would do, if we did get something reformed, it would just give it even more time over water and away from land. So farther, the farther this thing stays away from making landfall, it's got a little window between now and 2 p.m. tomorrow. Here's Cuba radar, by the way. Let's look at that really quick. This is coming out of Cuba. Cuba radar. And somewhere down here is the center. It's just a big blob. But you can see it's pretty large between Jamaica and Cuba. Chugging along. Ross, it does appear it did push west more than it was supposed to. Happy 4th of July to you too. So anyway, all right. Interesting, right? All right, so it's a little west of where it should be. Spaghetti models, nothing's changed. Here's a rain forecast. So remember this morning there was no yellow, now we're back to yellow again. So that was kind of weird. They took away all the yellow. But now we're at 4 to 6 inches in the yellow. And again, this is on a track kind of like that, meaning east side gets the most brunt of the big rains. But don't discount, squall lines coming across as early as late Monday night as this thing trucks along north. But Tuesday's the big day for at least where I'm at. Here is the fix points. Tuesday, the storm. Well, actually, a little bit. Well, Tuesday night. So there's the better graphics. This one right here. This is your estimated times. Let's do that one really quick because people like this one. All right, so this is your estimated times on when you can see tropical storm force winds. So Monday 2 a.m. now they're kind of showing, or Monday 8 a.m. So Monday morning, possible squalls in South Florida. Monday night, this is Monday night. This is Tuesday morning and Tuesday night. So this is Monday. Well, you can read it. You don't need me to do it. So those are squall lines ahead of the center. That's when the earliest you can start to see squall lines rolling in, even though the center of Elsa will be to the south. Jericho, why do storms only hit Florida at night? Well, they got a 50-50 shot. Hey, Jamelia Rooney. Well, you guys, the latest track, now they're showing a depression. They think it's going to weaken a little bit more over land. So, there you have it. Reforms that back to a storm again off of Jersey Shore on 2 p.m. Friday. It'll be long gone by the weekend. We never did finish the H Wharf. All right, so let's go back. The H Wharf here. All right, so this would be... All right, so let's just pretend the H Wharf is right. So here you go. Early morning Tuesday, squalls. This is Tuesday about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. We're already starting to see squalls making their way up into central Florida. Tuesday morning. Here is Wednesday morning. So here's Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning, we can still have squalls all the way on the East Coast. Wednesday morning, there's your core, heaviest across the west central Florida. And as it goes north, this is Wednesday night. So I wish there was just a way I could play this. I'll tell you what, we'll do it on Levi's site. It's a little easier to see. We'll do that real quick. So let's take a look. So if you go to his site and click moisture here, let's see here. You can get a good idea too. This is pretty sexy radar. All right. So the H-Wharf expecting a little bit of strengthening before Cuba crosses over and keeps it a blobby mess. And now this is a little bit more west than the NHC, but you get an idea based on how far everything is to the east to center. So here's the center on the H-Wharf right here. And technically the NHC is about, whoops, I always do that. Technically the NHC is about right here. So you take this and move it over here, these squall lines are going to be reaching the East Coast. H-Wharf's a little bit west of what the NHC is saying. But you get the idea. See these squall lines. These squall lines, this is late night Tuesday. This is technically Tuesday, close to midnight. We could have squalls rolling in along the Florida West Coast. That's when we're going to get that surge. Remember what we saw with Ada? Counterclockwise storm pushes in all this water, and we'll have to start checking out tide maps. But as the storm sits off the Florida West Coast and goes northward, they're going to be pushing in that surge, and it's 2 to 4 feet. So, boarding up. Oh my God! Don't. I don't answer that kind of stuff. Hey Joey, what's up? What's up, Mike? Susan, I wish there was more. So the only difference, Charlie, was a stronger storm, obviously. So the good news is there's really no models showing hurricane, okay? If you want good news, most of your intensity models are staying tropical storm. We had one Lone Ranger ship model. The latest GFS, and let's take a look at those real quick. Zoom in a little better. And latest GFS, 1,002. That's it's a strong tropical storm. Florida West Coast. This is Tuesday morning. So timestamp on the GFS, the center of the storm, midnight Monday. Here is Tuesday, 7 a.m. Tuesday night. And Wednesday morning. That's the latest GFS. Latest Euro, caught up, finally. 1,009, 1,003. So it develops it a little bit. And what the Euro does, South Carolina, North Carolina, look, 996. This thing stays a little bit closer to the coastline. Never forgot to mention, if you are on the East Coast, Carolinas for sure, up into Virginia, to pay attention to this thing as it curves away. So we could have a little bit stronger storm here as it exits. This is the Euro. The Euro finally caught up. The Euro was completely terrible. This is the fifth storm. This is the E storm. The earliest ever that an E storm has ever formed. Ever. All right, so there's the latest Euro, latest CMC, Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday night, crossover, and there you have it. So pretty consistent. There's this is about when you stop kind of looking at models, because we have high confidence in these models right now. So that's a good thing. There's your latest 18Z Z models. Let's take a look at that real quick. And there you go. Florida West Coast. Couple inching into the panhandle, but so the big question mark is how strong can it get? There is going to be a little bit of shear coming in from the southwest. Waters are hot. According to my fancy little Knoll School site, we have spinach south of Cuba. A little more than we had this afternoon. 850. Showing up pretty good, right? 700. Showing up kind of good. 500. Showing up a little more displaced, but still. This little convergence or thunderstorm activity we're seeing west of Cuba really isn't showing up on the spin maps all that well. So it still appears that the center is a little to the north. But again, the latest 8 o'clock fix on the NHC has it a little bit west than it was expected to be. So that's interesting. That might mean a tick track change a little bit coming, maybe come. So you can see it really good here on Zoom Earth. So what they do is they take the 8 o'clock fix, which is right here, and they readjust the line. This is the 11 o'clock expected advisory. That's actually 2 o'clock. But so in order for this thing to track on the existing center of the NHC, it would have to go like more northwest to catch up. And if it doesn't, then the track will adjust a little bit to the west. And all that really means is maybe a little bit more time over water and less likelihood of a surprise hit a little farther south. So we'll see. We'll have that track at 11. But that's a cool site, Zoom Earth. I like it. Another couple sites that I have here. Of course, we got the Sierra map for surge. This one gets updated based on current track. And there you go. You can see Tampa Bay, 3 to 4 foot, on their map, 3 foot. So, that makes sense, right? All that water coming in. You can kind of look at your area. I got a lot of good surge maps here. You can click on surge potential, what storm surge means. Current storm surge is 2 to 4 foot Tampa Bay. Now that does not include tides. I guess we could look at tides. Let's look at tides. I'm curious. All right, so let's just pretend. So what we're looking at is overnight. So the storms will be here, 2 o'clock. So, we'll look around 2 a.m. Wednesday. Let's see if we can get some tides. Wendy's got a good spot now for that. So let's take a look at that. Windy tides. Let's take a look here at, I don't know if we go out that far though. Let's see, Wednesday. Tuesday, what am I doing? I was a day behind. Here we go. Let's like, where'd the storm go? So here we go. Wednesday. Let's just do this one. Let's just for fun. Right, so let's see. Let's see. This is, how far out does it go? That's the problem. I haven't really learned this one yet. It only goes out a couple days. Oh no, it goes out. Doesn't give you dates though. Yeah. So anyway, we got more tide thing we can look at real quick. Tide, coastal tides for fishing. I kind of like tides for fishing. That's a pretty good site. I was gonna do this tomorrow, but we didn't. Florida West Coast. Let's see. Actually, it's Gulf Coast. It's kind of tricky. It's not Florida West Coast. It's Florida Gulf Coast. Florida Gulf Coast. Even though it's all the Gulf. Let's just do old Tampa Bay. If I can find it. Turtle Bay. Let's see. Where is it at? Tarpon Bay, I don't know. Let's see. Naples Bay, Marco. I wish I had a map. About 2 minutes, Shelly's going into give me my. Oh, there's Tampa Bay. It's right there. Okay, Old Port Tampa. Let's try that. Well, let's do Gandy Bridge, Old Tampa Bay. Oh, let's do Safety Harbor, Old Tampa Bay. That's where I live. All right, so let's take a look at that. Tides, and we get a chart. Let's see here. We can go to Wednesday. Let's go to Tuesday, and go to chart for Tuesday. And let's see. There's 12 a.m. So it's going to be rising. High tide at 5 a.m. So anyway, we got it's too early to know exact pinpoints. But anyway, cool, Juliet. Appreciate the stars and pressure dropped a little bit. Yeah, Emerson. It's interesting. This storm has been so tricky as far as having high pressure. It's almost crazy that the pressure has been high. There's the sun going down. We can see some hot towers. Those are some pretty big hot towers south. Oh, we just had another little flare up right there before the sun went down. Look at that's estimated center right here. Even though we got this big flare up down here. But this is current weather nerds, and there's that little flare up. But we'll see. We'll just see. This is one of the deals you just watch in real time. Hurricane Hunter's going to be flying in and out of this thing probably every step of the way now. So if we start to see a pressure drop, then we know it's on, and we'll see. It's got but the overall structure looks pretty healthy. It definitely got rotation. So we'll see. But there's really nothing new to talk about. So, she shows off at night, Emerson, yes. She gets funky. Daily Brew, yeah, we named this Daily Brew over the wintertime because we were bored. So we had everybody name it the Daily Brew. So when we go at night, we drink beer, but not right now. I'm drinking water because it's been a long week. Carrier pressure right now, I think it's 1,005. They just had an 8 o'clock advisory. So we got a new track. It's 1,005. Wind 60. So there's really no, rainfall. We got the surge. We got timing figured out. We know the modeling is almost spot on. The question now, do we get any surprise intensification that might, bump up these winds a little bit? Because the NHC discussion talks about a little bit that we could see so some strengthening could occur as it approaches Cuba and Eastern Gulf Southwest shear could limit strengthening, but they have it max out at 60, but we know how these things change. So I don't think shear is as predictable as everybody thinks. So, hey, here's our buddy, Mr. Diaz, over on YouTube. What's up? So, yep. So, hey, what's up, Chris? Rapid intensification, drinking. So Western Cuba is a little flatter, a little more narrow, and doesn't disrupt storms as much. Measure the storm size. Okay, then I gotta go. Emily's patiently waiting. We got fireworks to go watch. Why does that look so funky? All right, so here we go. We're going to take a look at the size of Eta. And it's little right now, so it's, what the heck? My buttons are all freaking out here. What the heck was that all about? Why is it doing that? There we go, update plot. All right. Nope, that wasn't it. Jeez. That's probably because I made it so small. Actually, the blob in the Atlantic looks more organized, but it's just a blob. It's part of that frontal boundary. All right, so we're going to measure the size here of Eta. Here we go. That's 450, 350, 375. I would say 350 to be safe. I mean, that's 400 miles there. So you can say, it was 400 a couple days ago. There's 400. So you could argue it's 400 miles. I feel confident saying it's 400 miles wide. It's been 400 now the last couple updates. So there you go. Did I say Eta again? At least I didn't say Irma. So, true, Emerson. Yeah, we're not. It's not gonna. It doesn't appear it's gonna turn into a major hurricane. Put it to you that way. When we saw other systems, we had modeling that showed the potential. This thing, we'll see. I don't want to say never. I mean, it could blow up tonight in, big old blob of convection and could drop some pressure, and who knows. But right now it's not forecast to. But I still say we got plenty of warm water, light shear. I think we're going to have lighter shear, and we have a lot of moisture. So I'm ready to storm chase. Ada. So there you go. Well, I didn't hold back because Irma was a storm that was already established, and we had an organized system. This thing isn't technically even organized, but I don't know. I've pretty much been pretty bold so far with a lot of this stuff. I'm still sticking with a little more strengthening than maybe expected, especially over the Gulf. The farther it stays away from these mountains, and like it's doing, then it's got more time on the Gulf. Less mountains means it's getting disrupted less. So that was always the big if factor. Going more west, which it did. The high pressure was stronger, which it has been strong, keeping it a little bit more south. And it missed some of those mountains. Some of the modeling was predicting the high pressure to break down more than it actually broke down. Storm stayed farther south. Core stayed intact somewhat, and we'll see. So, cool beans, fireworks. All right. Cuba does have radar. Live video. I don't know about live video, so. So, all right, well, cool. Listen, 11 o'clock advisory, I'll post it. We'll be watching this. Best thing to do right now is just watch satellite. We know the surge is coming. We know that the rains are coming. This question is if it gets a little bit stronger. Farther west it tracks. It's going to get a little more time in this deep ocean heat content water here. Right here. Which is hot. It's hottest water in the Caribbean right here. And if our system, gets that, that's pretty hot water. Could pop a little bit more than expected. So we'll see. All right, listen, we'll be live in the morning, 9:19 a.m. Eastern Time. 11 o'clock update. 11 o'clock update's huge. Takes in all the current hurricane data, has a new forecast track, and always read the discussion. I have it linked right here. NHC discussion. And we probably will get, I would almost bet we'll get tropical storm warnings now extended northward, and you'll get that alert on your phone. So, tropical storm warnings will extend northward. And they'll discuss a little bit about more time over water. But I don't see any huge changes. This might come back to an S. Possibly because of the Euro. So it's not just a Florida storm. So, all right, we'll see you guys. Happy 4th of July. We'll see you bright and early in the morning, and I'll be updating probably starting around 6 a.m. So we'll see you then. Have a great night. Bye.